yo. Good morning, intentional beings. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? Hope everybody's in good spirits. I hope this video finds you in good spirits, and if not, you will be in good spirits by the end of this video. Welcome back. Been a couple of days since I posted. It's been lifing, Sometimes the mode is trifling, but it definitely is lifing. I'm grateful. Only because if life isn't life, then you're not really living. And I'm alive. Seems as though we made it on God's Strongest Warriors list again. Woohoo! So guess what? We're getting spiritual muscles out here in the spiritual gym. So I hope you guys are doing good, man. Today was today? It's Wednesday. It's 29 degrees and you don't want to get hit with a breeze. I promise you, it is cold. Truth to be told, it is, man, bone crushing. Okay? Wind to blow by your coat and tell you what you got on. Most they don't respect it. This temperature is not doesn't respect coats. I ask myself all the time, why are we still here? Out of all the states, all the great states, here we are in Antarctica. But yeah, man, today's video is pretty much about gratitude, is the attitude, and pretty much how to stop self-negative conversations within your head. Spend a lot of time with ourselves. I hope you know that. You spend more time with yourself than anybody else, so I hope you practice good conversations with yourself, by yourself, for yourself, to yourself, because it's good for yourself. So pretty much it starts off with when you wake up, man, you gotta have that little conversation. It's kind of like you have two voices in your head. One that tells you good stuff, one that tells you not good stuff, the positive and the negative side. So let's say you have two wolves inside of you, pretty much you choose to fuel one over the other. And the way you do that is just realizing you have small wins every day. Even just waking up, being able to get to go to work, right? Not you have to work, because guess what? You can bum it. That's not a problem, right? You can find a couch until you say ouch. And then somebody's gonna kick you out. There's especially as a man, as a female, there's certain things, certain things are set up for you. Like if you have a child, you can get shelter. Same thing, man. We could get shelter too, but it's much more difficult. And society looks down on you because you're receiving assistance of some sort. Not to kick anybody down, but that's how they look at us, man. As men, if you're like, oh, I get some type of assistance or some type of help from the state or whatever. But it's not true. Everybody needs help sooner or later. So that doesn't make you smaller or greater. But as a person on this earth, man, you're gonna have to do something. And when you get to go to work, you're actually doing something, man. You're actually being productive. You're being intentional about being a positive cell in the body of Earth, right? So once you decide that, once you realize that, you get to have a job, you get to provide for yourself. It may not be what you want or what you imagine or what you fantasize about, but the mere fact that you get to go to work and get a paycheck and you're able to do what you want to do, that's a blessing. Because there's somebody that's waiting on somebody to hand them something, hand and foot. And that's not a good feeling. Especially as a man, like I said. What else? Positive conversations, or even if you don't have a job at the moment, you're figuring it out, right? You can do a little bit of workout in the morning. I know moving definitely helps the body. Me myself, I was lethargic, I was lazy, didn't really see the benefit in working out. I used to hate on guys with muscles until I started getting some myself because I had the discipline. And that's the only thing I was really hating on, is that I didn't have the discipline that they did. So once I started learning discipline and how to have positive conversations with myself every day, just waking up, just being grateful, attitude of gratitude, just thanking the Most High for another opportunity to be here. my body being my body working, my body functioning the way it should. Those are things we take for granted. You know, I work across the street from a hospital, and often I would see people with their loved ones pushing them in a chair or wheelchair or a walker, and I'm like, man, we take stuff for granted all the time. So once you start being grateful, then you're being able to start having better conversations with yourself, and also learn to forgive people who used to who hurt you. You know, that's a major thing too, because their voices live rent free in your head, right? Like, let's say you had an ex, whatever, and he used to be very mean to you. That ex's voice is now imprinted in your head until you try to literally power wash it out of your brain. And you do that with self-help books, motivational speakers, and speeches. I do a lot of Reverend Ike, a lot of Les Brown, Zig Ziglar, Tony Robbins, you know, who else? A lot of people. I can't really think on the top of my head on the fly right now. Tony Goggins, yeah, Tony Goggins. Oh, she's a beast, bro. And he helps you discipline yourself too. So it's like, once you start, like, you really got to get tired of your own shit. That's the bottom line of it. You get tired of your own shit and you start talking to yourself like, all right, what can we do? Right? I believe in you. And you got to start believing in yourself before anything else too, man. Like, yo, once you believe in the Most High, whatever you believe in, that spiritual power, because you're going to need that. Some days you're going to have negative talks with yourself and you beat yourself up all the time, man. Some days are prettier than others and some days are not. But either way, you're going to have to show up and play. But have that good conversation with yourself. You're going to build that good relationship with yourself, because you're going to need it. Some days your kids may not, you know, be available to give you love, your lady, your man. And that's when that practice, right? It's kind of like you're sparring with yourself. So you can learn how to love yourself and be good to yourself. Because you're going to have those talks where you telling you're not good enough. And that's the biggest lie. We tell ourselves that shit all the time. So, practice good conversations with yourself on a daily. Forgive yourself. Forgive those who hurt you. Forgive those who hurt us, who offended us. Because we ourselves want to be forgiven. Every day we wake up, God's like, oh, you get another try. So, make it count. Man, I just made it to the job. I used to call it a plantation, but man, realistically speaking, what people went through on a plantation, this is nowhere near. I have it so blessed, and I hope you realize too, we're not on a... Yeah, man, they used to do some crazy stuff back in the plantation. I am not at the plantation. I am here at the next step to my journey, and I will play this position humbly until I'm able to graduate. So, thank you for coming to my TED Talk, my bundle talk. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, man. Just every day, I'm going to come back with drop off something. Well, not every day, but as much as I can, I'm going to come back, drop off a new video, and be consistent with this. Be intentional, be consistent, be determined, and stand on business. I'm going to switch up the scenes so it's not always in the car, because, you know, sometimes I like to listen to music too, but I'll cut it on still, right alongs with Jay. Intentional beings. Everything's coming together, you know. It's like butt cheeks. So I hope you guys stay blessed, stay sucker free. One thing for sure, two things for certain. God loves you, God woke you up, and I believe in you because I believe in me. And stay sucker free. Until next time, family. Peace. Woo, boy, that